What's up, my Koopa Troop? It's Koops. Welcome back to another episode of Plants vs. Zombies. If you are enjoying this series, please remember to like it. It would mean a lot to me, guys. Continuing on here, we now unlocked the spikeweed in the last episode, as well as the jalapeno and things like that. Now, I'm going to try using the spikeweed. Now, normally I have an interesting strategy with the spikeweed. I don't think I can fully utilize that strategy right now, mainly because the spikeweed takes a little while to recharge and I don't have another plant I need to really make the strategy work well. I still will try planting a good bit of them, and I might be able to do that other strategy I was talking about anyways, regardless. So I'm going to give it my best shot to do that. You can see I'm going to have a bunch of explosives. Oh, I'm going to need something for that water area. Well, those might cover it. All right, yeah, I'm going to try this. This is actually going to be kind of tough because I'm not going to have all the stuff I really need. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. We're gonna give it a shot though. What I'm trying to do here is, you can see I have no shooting plants whatsoever. We don't have a single shooting plant at all in our top area. So how are we gonna defeat the zombies? You know that you normally need shooting plants. We have explosives and we have other things, but those take a long time to recharge normally. Well, because I have no shooting plants, I'm gonna plant all of my sunflowers in the very back to try and keep getting money and defend them. What I'm going to be doing, guys, in this is I'm going to be planting a lot of spikeweeds and trying to kill the zombies with spikeweeds. It's a really interesting strategy that does work out, but normally I use another plant along with that strategy. When I do that, it seems to work better. However, we don't have that other plant just yet, so I'm going to have to be, not doing that just yet. We're going to go ahead and start planting these already, because the reason is the spikeweeds, well, actually, they recharge pretty quickly, I should say. But either way, they actually recharge quicker than I remember. I thought they were slower than that. Either way, it still is going to be a bit of a hassle to, oh, I planted this one too far back. I forgot that I'm going to be planting my sunflowers back here, so I really shouldn't have done that. That's okay. This can go there. I need all these sunflowers to try and, obviously make my money quick enough. Hopefully another zombie comes that way anyway, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. Go ahead and plant that there. One spikeweed does damage to zombies that walk over it. However, one spikeweed is not enough to kill any zombies. I'm going to be trying to kill zombies in that one row for now at the very least. And as I get more money, hopefully I can start planting more and more rows. The spikeweed strategy is not a very viable strategy. You won't see it too often, but if I can get it set up right, it should work out pretty well in my favor. I'm going to plant this one a lot further forward. Let's see if we can. This guy's got a cone head though, so he still might make it through. We'll go ahead and see if he can, but hopefully he doesn't. We're trying to stop him from making it all the way through. You can see he's getting damaged as he walks across the spikeweeds. Now let's see if we can finish him off. I'm not sure. Either way, that's probably where I'm going to end my spikeweed trail. And what happens is with the walnut there, he actually can walk all the way. Oh, it did kill him just in time, didn't it? Look at that. So with the walnut there, they have to stand on the walnut and take damage from the spikeweeds still, which is the interesting part of it. So that's what I like about the spikeweeds and the walnut combination, is you can just build all the way up to there, and that'll be about it. Now, unfortunately for this little row right here, my only real strategy for it is to keep planting these water plants. So I need to actually have as many of them as possible so I can defend that row. Now I'll have that there. I'm gonna let this guy blow this thing up. There we go. So this second row of spikeweeds is almost set up. It doesn't work as well with these water levels because you can't plant spikeweeds in water. You can't plant them on top of lily pads. It doesn't really work like that. So that guy will die. That guy will now die. So now I've got 2 rows set up, which is looking pretty good for me. Now I can keep setting up this bottom row now. Will be my next goal here. Set that up. Plant another one there. I'll plant that in its place there. That'll defend that top row while I get this next row set up here. You can see the zombies are starting to die now by just walking on the spikeweeds, which is the cool whole strategy part of this thing. And no one's gone that far yet, so I actually will leave those. I'll plant a walnut here in defense. That guy died. He actually made it all the way there, but still managed to die while standing on the top of the spikeweeds. Let's see here. Another one of these will go there. mean, not that this is causing any problems, but I want this to be part of my lily pad collection here in the back here to make it look prettier, I suppose I should say. That zombie's doing a pretty good job making it through. He will be able to make it all the way through, but then he's going to get stopped by that walnut there and have to eat on that, munch on that for a while. You can see my defensive setup is almost completely done. I got 3 rows now down. And I'm looking to put starting on this 4th row up here in the top with the spike weed. So I planted another potato mine there just to defend it. It doesn't need it. It's got a squash as well. Another one of those there. If that one disappears. Another spike weed there. Walnut for defense against those guys, because this is my really only issue now is this water area. That's gonna be the only real problem here. Oh, I planted those too close to each other. I kind of forgot the squash just jumps forward and attacks things. So that actually did not work very smartly in my favor. I'll go ahead and plant one of these for defense back there. So now I have nothing in the middle area in the water levels to kill anything. That's my only problem with this strategy, because I don't have anything to actually fight these guys. I'll go ahead and plant more of these kelp plants, but as you can see, it doesn't always work out 100% as you'd like it. I'm going to actually dig this guy up and plant that in its place. So now I've got my defense there set up perfectly. And now you can see we have a ton of extra money. I maybe could build my spike wall back, or keep going down a little bit further so they wouldn't be able to munch on my walnuts. But that won't really work out either. So yeah, we're actually going to end up just having a ton of money, I think. I can start planting maybe lily pads here and plant squashes on them for defense. This is probably what I will do because I don't have much else I can do, to be honest. I've got another line of walnuts here, so I can plant probably a second walnut line back here. Yeah, I don't really need it, but just to do something with my money because I have way more than I need. So you can see now this is a viable strategy. It was a little bit slow of a setup. And the game, we haven't even gone halfway through this level yet. And you can see that we have way more money than you ever normally would have. And there doesn't seem to be much other strategy with this. Let's see if this will work. No, I can't plant that there. All right. Can I plant these there? Nope. Only on ground. That's what I thought. I'll get rid of that. So I really can only plant my squashes there, unfortunately. Now, maybe I could delete this guy right here. Or you can't see it, but delete this walnut, this first one down here by the squash. And plant another spike weed. But like I said, I really don't need to, so probably won't. And go ahead and plant a cherry bomb right here, actually, to take care of these 2 guys. I'll get rid of them. So now I can start planting just cherry bombs and stuff like that. Now, the reason why I would plant the cherry bombs is just because, I might as well spend the money. I actually will probably delete the row of sunflowers in the back eventually, or dig them up. That way I can plant down my, what are they called? My jalapenos, which will kill things instantly, which is really nice of them to do that. Especially for the water areas, I probably will need something like that for defense, to be frank. So let's see, the bucket zombie will last quite some time. That's a little bit annoying that he can get all the way to the back there. I'll plant a second row of walnuts in that water area, and the reason why is because, like I said, I just need them to stay a while in case I need to plant my jalapenos. The bucket zombie will last for some time. That kind of sucks, but that's alright. Nonetheless, we're still looking pretty good here. I'm gonna plant another walnut. I got 2 more walnuts at least to plant to have my double walnut setup going on. Let's see, that's gonna take out one of them. The next zombie's gonna get squished by the squash there. Squished by the squash, yes. That's what's gonna happen to him. Oh boy. There's my second walnut there for defense. That bucket zombie's doing quite some work on that guy. If that walnut gets taken out, I'll plant a spike weed in its place. You can see I have $3,000 here that I don't know what to spend with. So now the bucket zombie's head got pulled off, but the other bucket zombie's coming. The good thing about spike weeds is they do even damage to every guy that walks by, unlike a pea shooter, which can only injure the first guy. The spike weed only, it injures everyone evenly as they come by. So that's the good thing about that. Now we got another bucket zombie. You can clearly see how little damage spike weeds actually do. They're not that good of plants. they really don't do a great job of taking out all of the enemies and all that kind of stuff. But they still do damage, and it's an interesting strategy and a fun one. You can see there's different ways to play the game, which is why I really enjoy this game, because you can really mess around with different strategies, which is clearly what I'm doing here, having no shooters anywhere on the field. That guy's going to die there pretty soon. And what I'm going to do actually is build another... Well, actually, that's not going to work for him. He might get through that. Nope, didn't make it. That guy's probably got one more bite or so left on him, but either way... It's not really going to help out the zombies. I probably could just keep building a spikeweed trail back that way. That zombie's going to be munching a long time on that one. So really right now I'm just waiting for them to eat through my walnuts to plant another spikeweed, but only the bucket zombies can get down to the spikeweed areas. Okay, you can see now we got a little bit of problem in that area right there, but I can plant a jalapeno, which will burn across the water and kill those guys off. So that's what I'm pretty much going to leave this back area open for, is jalapenos. Kill off those guys. Now that guy got through that one, I can plant another spikeweed there. I'll plant another one back here. Yeah, I'll plant one right back there. So after those guys munch through those ones, there goes another spikeweed there for that. Alright, now you can also see the spikeweeds actually get rid of the zombonis, but they also destroy the zombonis. I mean, so the zomboni destroys the spikeweed, the spikeweed destroys the zomboni. So it's an interesting little relationship they have there. Alright, so now these zombies are definitely posing a little bit more of a problem as they walk all the way through, and that bucket zombie's actually got quite some bucket left on him, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to go ahead and... Will this get him? I think it will. Yeah, that'll take him out. I needed to do that because he was getting a little ways in. This guy's munching on that one. I don't like that. That'll kill him. That'll take those guys. One of those guys, unfortunately. I kind of messed up there. I should have planted that other one in that row. Those guys are munching away on that. I can go ahead and plant this right here, and the squash will take him out. Now I got another walnut set up here, so I can go ahead and dig that out back there and plant another walnut for my second line of defense. I might need a second line of defense in this bottom row. I'm kind of leaving it open right now. There comes another zomboni. Plant one back in its place after he deleted that one, or got rid of that one. This will take care of that guy. So you can see it's getting a little bit hectic now as we don't have 100% of everything we need. Especially in these water areas where these zombies can get right through. But I do have a cherry bomb here, so I can take out this guy. I'll actually take out both these guys with this cherry bomb. There we go. That works out for me. Not so much for that zombie, but that's alright. Plant another wall back there. This buckethead guy will probably... it looks like he might get through. Yes, he will. There we go. I'll plant one in its place. I'll take out that guy. This jalapeno will kill off those two. So we're looking okay. It's not a perfect setup, I would say. But you can see where this strategy is a little bit difficult, where you need as many spike plants as possible. Now, there is one plant, like I said, there's actually two plants that I would really use to make the strategy a little bit better. One of them is actually an upgrade for the spikeweed to make it into like a steel spikeweed, essentially. And that does more damage to the zombies. There's another plant, a garlic, or is it an onion? I think it's a garlic, that moves the zombies around. And I won't explain too much about that one. We'll see that one later in action. That's a really cool plant. And a very useful one for this strategy. So I planted that one too close. Hopefully I think that guy will take care of it though. I don't think the squash will get him. So you can see here we're looking a little shaky on our setup in the back here. I got two walnuts to defend against that buckethead as he walks all the way down that way. His bucket's pretty much damaged though, pretty far. He's gonna have to munch on that guy a little bit. I think if I had another row of spikeweeds, I would do some significant damage. I'll plant one back because that guy took care of that one. I do have a jalapeno ready for any of these zombies if I need it. We'll take care of that guy. We're gonna need a jalapeno in both those rows, actually, probably. Well, might actually be able to take all these out with a well-placed cherry bomb. Yep, and I will be able to. Ooh, this zombie's not getting injured, is he? I need to put him on a spikeweed. The spikeweed will finish him off, and there we go. Finally took them all down. That was a little bit of a challenge, as you guys could see, but we were able to defeat all of them with literally no shooting plants, which is kind of the interesting thing about this game. So that was kind of a cool, different way of mixing up the strategy. We actually now have another plant right here, you can see. This is a really cool one, too. But it has to be used in combination with some stuff. So we got a don't pee in the pool earned. Complete a daytime pool level without using a pee shooters of any kind. I didn't really realize there was an achievement, but we did it anyways. Cool. Good for us. Well, what we got here now, guys, was the torchwood. Peas that pass through it turn into fireballs. This is a really cool plant where if you shoot a pea right through it, bursts into flames, and it does more damage to the zombies. And I will be showing you this off in the next episode. Really hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I hope you look forward to the next one where we use the torchwood. Till then, take it easy. Peace.